So at what point did you have your children?
So the show, I kept delaying it because I just, Blue's Clues was still the first baby, and so I just kept thinking, like, we have to get everything up and running and good. And then we were in season 4. My co-creator and I both got pregnant at the same time, which was a little nutty, but awesome for us because we had a maternity leave together, and we actually had an amazing staff like we do now, where everyone really pulls together. And the show was in such a good cycle that I was able to be there at the key moments and know that it was in the right hands, and I was able to be a little more flexible when I had the babies.
Now, was it difficult to return back to work after having children?
Oh yeah. Tracy picked me up, like she had her baby first, so she picked me up on that first day because I was in tears, like, oh, I can't leave my baby. But I lived in the city at the time, so it was 10 minutes back and forth. So for me, that was a really good thing. And the transition time of like being work and then being mom was always so hard. So I would try to use that subway time and the taxi time to like go back down and into the mommy world. But yeah, it's that once we had the kids, it definitely shifted in terms of, in a wonderful way. I had a new push of a reason to write the shows, and I can see it affecting my kids, or, oh, look, we're so smart, look at that, like our kids are learning, and it became really, really personal. But at the same time, it also wasn't my, all of a sudden, the babies were my first priority.
Right. Now, was it guilt also that you?
Completely Italian guilt, like big Italian guilt.
Similar to Jewish guilt?
Yeah. And I had a little brother when I was 14, so he was really the inspiration from the beginning, so I kind of knew, like, where I was going from a kid point of view, but of course, and I used to say this to my mother, like, well, I kind of know what it's like because we had Rob. And she's like, oh, no, you will not know what it's like until you have your own kids. And it's true, it's complete guilt. And, now, seeing they're 8 and 5, so seeing who they've become, completely helps me to understand, what I do and why I do it, and the fact that I love what I do helps.
So what kind of role model do you think you are for them?
I hope I'm a good role model, because I definitely try to make everything. My husband's actually home. He works from home, which really helps me also in the sense that he can be the constant, which, as long as I can give up control of that, I'm good at that. But
it's hard.
It's hard. But I think that, they really, when they play house, sometimes they're like, well, play it, the way Mommy goes to work, and Daddy's the one who's home, where they see it as like, you can have time for both, and that, that they feel that they're a priority. But I think we'll see. I'm curious to see in their own words what they'll say as they get older.
Do they have a favorite episode of either Super Y or Blue's Clues?
They're partial to Steve on Blue's Clues, which is very interesting because we made the transition to Joe. And on Super Y, because they were older, they helped to write a lot of the shows with me, because what we do is they're fractured fairy tales, and so we do our own twist on fairy tales. And so, for instance, in Rapunzel, she's stuck in the tower, and Hope, who's my older one, was like, let's not have the prince have to save her. Let's have her be able to like get down from the tower herself and feel good. Or
so she's ahead of her time.
Completely, like let's do the girl empowerment thing. And I'm like, that's right. Let's write that down. So then those are their favorites, obviously the ones that they can see from the beginning, and that's also been really great, is to show them a script or ideas, and then to show them what it looks like as a storyboard, what it looks like as a rough show, and then they feel really proud when they see it as a full show. They were just watching Peter Rabbit, which is a new episode we have on Super Y, and the theme is love, and they do all these kisses at the end that you don't need a present to tell your mom you love them. You can just kisses and hugs are a present too. And Ella, the little one, the 5-year-old, looks at me and she goes, that's so you, Mommy. That's so you. So it's